Hi Gemini, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. We did your ink blot earlier in July. We're going to flip it for perspective possibilities. If you'd like to join me, scooch up a chair. We'll scry your ink, add on tarot and oracle, and the spirit box is on for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate, receive or release freely. Gems, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. And I am right here. Where are you? I'm going to get ready if you'd like to join me, but you don't have to, or you can fast forward. I'm going to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and the ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Gems, big breaths. Whoops. I almost lost my whole little book holder here. Big breaths. What's going on, Gems? Okay, sorry, I'm just like acclimating into the energy here. I don't know if there's somebody around me that is just like, okay, what's this? I'm following up here. Am I underground? I don't know if I'm underground yet. Gems, please feel free to comment below if you see, sense, or feel anything. Okay, so I feel like I'm in a house. I don't know if anyone's going through like flooding or sewage issues, something along that lines. Maybe there's like something in the water or something in the garden. You know, like kind of like the garden of symbolic garden, if I may. Is that where it's? Yeah, it's like it's just driving me crazy. Like what? Maybe there's a portion of the Gemini collective that feels like, oh, okay, compassionately, perhaps you could be going through something hellish, and I'm seeing that show Dirty Jobs or something like that. Like somebody has to do it, but like it almost feels like one portion of you, I'm seeing like the angel and the devil, if I may. One portion of you is really comfortable there, but but by polarity, it kind of makes the other aspect of you or the aspect of this energy really uncomfortable. And then it goes the other way. So I can't truly be ever comfortable. Breathe. And I'm mouth breathing as well. So that was interesting. Maybe you could also be going through deep grief, mourning, the loss of an opportunity, the loss of a person, place, or thing. Possibly even the loss of your home or something like that. Or again, maybe it's just like the plumbing. Because like I'm even seeing it here, like especially on this side, it's like there's a little monster in there, like and I'm seeing it like a, yeah, I don't, it's on kind of like dinosaur legs. Okay, so I'm gonna say that, but I don't like Skinwalker stuff going on. And while that may resonate for someone on land, like someone's land or in their area, maybe your area is famous for that and you're sensitive to it, so you feel it. Like conspirator, maybe you feel like things have just haven't been working in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is right behind it with the Three of Wands. Okay, and with the Three of Wands, see how, like, if this ship was the symbolic house that we were seeing up here, and then like all this stuff below, and then all these branches below. That's why I didn't want to say shapeshifter. Oh, sorry, Skinwalker, or did I say shapeshifter? I'm not sure which one it was. Okay, so I didn't want to say Skinwalker because I don't know if it's Hopi, forgive my ignorance, but in the indigenous culture, they don't speak. I feel like there's a hesitancy to say it because that gives power to something. And when I see the conspirator card, there's a keyhole in there. See it? And with the Queen of Swords, it's like that gives it power. And I'm trying to cut power off to something. Maybe it's self-talk. Maybe it's self-reflection. I know this isn't going to be a comfortable reading for everybody. And I don't want to fluff it up when there could be some Geminis that very earnestly know exactly what I'm talking about, symbolically speaking. And you're like, yeah, this is what I do. And it's, no, you know, it's like the dirty jobs. It's like some people just know how to do certain tasks more than others. And I like go deep. It could also be shamanic in nature. The assholes on the bottom. There was some sort of ceremony done. Yeah, there is ceremony or sacrifice. Now, whether this is on the land or with that's being embodied within the self of what one might be going through. But this is what, and there's like an infrastructure of this. Could also be like a tunnel system, because I'm also seeing like hammock kind of feel. So though there's like some metal, there's some wood, there's all these different energies and entities. This could also just be very much so shamanic in nature if anyone's doing, and there's like I know you guys, you are, here's the beauty of being Gemini. Literally at the center of the book there's the spine. Beautiful. It's like I'm seeing a barn. This might not even be a home. This could be a barn or something on land that just stands there. And like everyone knows that it's stuff goes on there. You know what I mean? Keeps the teenagers out. The moon keeps the teenagers out at night. Something comes out at night. The Hanged Man. Yeah, there's the Chariot. I'm just going to say it. Somebody may need to move. And if you don't know already of like what's going on, I feel like notifying a local tribe, religious, cultural, if it's regarding the land and there's history there, I feel like notifying the local tribe, because they'll have the knowledge and the resources respectfully to speak to it, if they even will. Again, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, to other ways of like exorcisms, but I feel like I might be a little bit attached to this as well, because I've been living with it and dealing with it so long. So I'm going to roll it back in as well, that if this is me being a guest in the Gemini aura, so thank you, and this is conflict within my parts of self, left and right, good, bad, up, down, male, female, all of these polarities that aren't polarities, but that's why it's like they feel conflictual because of some sort of knowledge, and they're not. Ace of Wands, Spirit steps in. And what is this? Is this what's coming down here? Okay, so this is for those that are doing shamanic healing. And you're going down for like soul retrieval pieces. And I think you like meet other versions of yourself, other masks, other archetypes. You might be doing work for others. So you as well might be indigenous, aboriginal, shamanic practitioner. And people pay you to go down for, no, I'm not going to say it that way. To go into the underworld, to help retrieve soul pieces, bring them closer to the surface for them to still freely be received or rejected. And then healing, it's like getting a new organ, right? And then it has to take time to see if it's going to take or not. I hope this makes sense to somebody. And for those that aren't, see, Ace of Wands is still on the bottom. Sorry, the Death card came up. Scorpio vibes, of course. But that's what that feels like. See, I think I have to see it from this side better. So my left. And it's like that's the face of it. Card number 13, which I typically do not land into the lore of bad luck, but I understand it exists, so therefore I need to acknowledge it. You might need to move. Judgments. There could have even been like something back in the day, like your land was used for, like it used to be an old courthouse and they used to do hangings and stuff. There's something up with the land or the environment. Maybe it's the energy of thinking in the collective, and you can feel this. You can feel like it's like I want to exercise all the energy around me in the environment so I can stop feeling conflicted just by existing. Inside. But by going, seeing it outside, I really want to go inside. Because I can't change the world, but I can change, adapt, formulate, release the conflict, bring it to complementary connection within myself, and change the frequency, vibratory state around me, so then inevitably like things come into place. So you might move and gravitate. Chariot was there again. You might move. Knight of Cups, keeping an eye out. Where can I? You won't even need to ask. I feel like you're just going to know. Like you're going to be intuitively guided. Okay. Sorry, Geminis, I got to get back here. The Fool, new beginning is there. Justice, don't worry about it that it's in the reverse. My cards are in a usual state of chaos. So, Justice. This feels like it's, I'll be honest, like it hands it off to somebody else. Like applying judgments is justice. It's another loop-de-loo. Okay. But when I wander into the rabbit hole, thank you, of something about the land, history about the land, energy, maybe there's tribe to tribe, maybe there was, colonialism to the indigenous and beyond, right? Even beyond my limited scope of knowing. It's almost like if you have that sense, or to maybe do some quick fact checking and to seek the right resources that can help in respect to the timeline, the mythology, the belief systems, the faith that is also residually there. Do you know what I'm saying? So the Fool comes in. Okay, and we do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We're keeping it in reverse, and we just flipped it up. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter. That's what I heard. If whatever decisions you make, they're fully yours. And you know that, Gemini, whether you're working with your angel or your devil or the this and that. They're always yours. You actually have that benefit, right? Very clearly. But right now, just something's going on. Like, see how there's a shadow person behind her? Ancestor of memory. Could even be around your lineage. Okay, what else is going on here? Can I move this off to the side a little bit there? Gems, sorry. Does that work? I feel like it works. Typical. Okay. I feel like I'm going.
Where is it?
Sorry. Okay, Gems. Let's carry on here and get ready to close out. I'm seeing a dolphin with a very long tail. It's like I'm seeing dolphin poop. Yeah. High frequency fertilizer. If somebody is gardening, healing their land, helping to heal their land, even doing Reiki on the ground, or an offering, putting offerings. See, but I just like mindful rabbit hole. What the offerings are, being to ensure there's some sort of knowledge or knowing of what the offerings are being left for. Ancestral protection, to ensure they're in a protective state. But you might just need to get a hold of somebody, a priest or priestess, or something along that lines. Geminis. What a, like, please do like, share, subscribe, or feel free to comment below if you kind of, like I said, I don't know if this is personal to the collective, right? Geminis could be navigating collective energy, spirit of family, the mysteries of the whole family of existence. Hunter of death. Yeah, something happened. Shaman of birth. Beautiful. You might be exactly where you are. Journeyer, this is you. With working with spirit. Hunter of death. Shaman of birth. This is the mystery, right? The cycle of life, the cycle of death, especially if you're going through grief, mourning. Why? How did this happen? Five of Pentacles steps in, and it's strange. It is strange, but I'm going to say it. It's like asking those questions, the why, to get sound judgment on it. There'll be nothing that can be said justicely to answer that. It's always in a hung up situation, especially when it comes to grief. Person, place, or thing, of course, right? But that's what I have here, like, why me? We're good people, why did we move here? Now this is happening to us. Because there's a part of you that it's like, that is drawn to it, maybe an unwillingness to see shadows, as an example, right? You're there to be the change maker. You are the mystery piece to actually do some work in, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. I mean, like, you'll actually take steps through the fear to seek out maybe the history, the right people, even wander to different cultures if others are closed off, to help start the shift from death to birth. And to be honest with you, it may not be truly felt in a flourishing way for generations to come, but somebody's got to start. And you might be there for a reason. Does that make sense? Hopefully I said that compassionately enough and not like a douchebag, but hopefully you know what I mean. Deep divers on the bottom, resonating with the whale and the contract. Okay, so somebody is moving, or you're buying a house. Congratulations. We were talking about that dolphin poop that I can see in your ink blot. You're wherever you are, it feels like you're diving deep into it. It's like, okay, if you're, scared and you have protection of this or whatever you're going through, it's like, okay, you're going to commit one way or the other. And you're going to bring your angel and your demon with you, or your angel and your devil, your left and right side, your male and female aspects. Everybody's on board, because we're going to dive into this, because even if that means you move away, but it's like notifying, because if you decide to move intelligently, maybe you have children, etc., or you have in-laws, elderlies that are living with you, and even though our older elders have a lot more experience, sometimes it's the energy they don't have. They've fought the fight, right? Or they fought the fight. But in this case, it feels like with the dolphin poop, it's drawing you into possibly move or possibly stay. Because even if you decide to move, it's like, if you're open about the information, the right person can find that environment really, really well for them, because maybe this is what they do. Maybe they are space holders and they are also change makers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes what is our curse is somebody else's blessing. Anyway, sacred contract. So you've had the Fool come up here as well. So for anyone that is moving through a state or a stage, and let's not forget that the Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are turning and you're the one turning it. You're the one turning it. At some point in time, whether this is recent, collective to individual, with the Five of Pentacles here, it felt like you had to leave something and do something, and you felt like you couldn't have that hand on your own destiny. And that's
janitor.
You've gained that back. Maybe somebody is a janitor. You're starting at the beginning again. And let us remember, you always want to make friends with that janitor, because I got friends in low places, because they are the watchers. Sometimes it is the people in the most, what is that one show, Two Willows of the Wisp? They are the treasures hidden in the wisps. They are the treasures hidden in plain sight for a reason. And they are watching you. There's a show that's stepping forward. I think it's called Silo. And it's the janitor's door, but it's not the janitor's door. And for so many years, this gentleman thought that his dad was just a janitor. And from a societal standpoint, he was just the janitor, and he was the janitor's son. And lo and behold, that was just a door to another position. Good, bad, or ugly, I don't know. But the point, the essence of it is, right? Anyway. Geminis, I've rambled on here so long. Please know that you are being watched and observed for your light in both the dark and the light. This is, to me, that you sometimes are the gift to somebody else's dark place. Maybe you are the medicine woman, medicine man. You are the crystal child. You are the empath. You are the transpersonal treasure. The conflict. Maybe collective. But you can change your world by honing responsibility in. Does that make sense? I hope so. My best, Gemini. I will see you again in August. With a fresh ink blot that will scry, so that'll be exciting. Links below if you want a personal or to donate, all that kind of good stuff. And in between, we'll do some spirit scries and whatnot until we see you again for August. All right, thanks, Gems.